I'm turning it on. I think. Is it on?
Live yet?
Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Ow.
Welcome to Into the Abyss, our third show.
This, I believe, is episode 3.
I was a little wasted for the last episode, so I'm not exactly.
So this is basically episode 2.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So we had a little bit of a change. Today we were going to talk about the precursor to cancel culture for the whole show, but fuck. RIP RBG.
Yeah, so this is like we do the show starting around 8 every Friday. And what timing, RBG. Thank you for holding out until the start of the show. That way we can hop on a fresh trend. I appreciate you. I hear you. I see you. And unfortunately, you can't say the same as your dad. But yeah, so I think we might have two different reactions here. My reaction is we're fucked. That's my reaction. But I think personally that we were already fucked, but this election has now gotten extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Like the evangelicals, one of the main reasons why I think Trump won in 2016 were the evangelicals in the Supreme Court. And absolutely. I think the fact that there's an open seat, whether or not they can sneak in another justice, which I think they can.
I think they can, but I don't understand why the Democrats don't do what Mitch McConnell did to Obama.
We'll see. But like, assuming they don't do that, this may be able to tilt the election to Trump. I think that this is like, assuming they can't get the justice in before the election, I do think this is going to have a huge impact.
Well, and I'm not convinced that Biden would give us a liberal justice. I'm not convinced of that. Strom Thurmond, Anthony Scalia. So
he doesn't have a good track record.
Right. I just feel despair all of a sudden. I feel like I don't know what I feel. I'm upset. I'm heartbroken, and rest in peace. I didn't always agree with her, but I admire her and all that she was able to accomplish and all that she's done. And I'm a bit heartbroken right now. I wasn't expecting.
I wish I could say the same, to be honest, but I'm not at all.
No?
No, I mean, like, it sucks, but I mean, I don't know. To me, she just seemed like a boomer, out of touch. But I don't know. Maybe that's because she's had a number of unnice things to say about trans people. But
And again, like I said, I didn't agree with everything that she said, everything that she did. But she paved the way for so many. I feel it, and I didn't think that I would, and I really do.
Well,
I'm having a really weird reaction right now.
No, you're good. You're valid. It's all good. We're all good here. We're not in the abyss yet. That's why the show is called Into the Abyss, as the show is eventually maybe we'll change the name to In the Abyss, because then we've gotten there, but we're still traveling to the abyss at this point.
So, see, I think we always start on the edge of the abyss. And especially last week, we devolved into the abyss very quickly.
I think it's one of those things where we went to the abyss, and we were inside the abyss, and we went so deep that it reversed, and we came out, and now so we're back outside of the abyss. And I'm so bad for hopping on. Like, we're supposed to be hopping on a trend here, and now we're just talking about fucking meta shit.
Yeah,
but that's fine. That's fine. Everything's good.
I mean, we're gonna hear talk of her record, her life for at least the next month.
Yeah.
I would think. So, we may be able to revisit it. I just wanted to touch on it really quickly, because it just happened. I mean, when we logged in, that was the first thing I saw in the chat room that somebody had posted, and I had to go look it up to see if it was right.
Yep. That might have been me that posted that. Maybe.
Possibly.
It's possible. But yeah, no, this is okay. Let me actually get into content here. So this basically opens a seat on the Supreme Court. So the Supreme Court's going to be interesting in how it rules for the next coming months, right? So that's going to be interesting. Really, has Trump responded yet? Because honestly, I don't know. Like,
I haven't seen anything yet. Like I said, I saw it posted online, and then I went to
he
check.
hasn't tweeted yet.
Yeah,
we might. Okay, all right. We might actually get to respond to Trump's tweet live. I hope that happens.
That'd be awesome.
Oh man. But okay, all right.
You're way too excited about this.
I'm excited because what else is there? Okay, we're fucked either way. This just makes things exciting. So the election, right? Like evangelicals, they're going to be mobilized because they know that this is the blood's in the water, right? So they're like, all right, if we get Trump again, we win. We will, all it takes, yeah, we don't like Trump. He's kind of nasty. We get him in there again, and now we own the United States of America because our system is so bad. It's so bad. So I personally, but then there's also the other thing is the centrists, the leftists, they do not appreciate the power and the importance of the courts. They just don't, right? Like liberals do not understand the importance of the courts at all, right? If they did, Obama would have had a much, much more impactful legacy, not just on the Supreme Court, but with all the circuit courts and all that stuff.
And okay, so you're more dialed into politics than I was at the time, because I was raising kids and life was happening.
Yes,
but I never understood how the Democrats allowed McConnell to block every nominee that Obama placed in front of them.
They're losers. It really does boil down to the fact that the Democrats, at least under Obama, were fucking losers.
Losers is a strong word, although I agree with it.
They lost.
It's ineffectual.
They literally lost. I'm saying loser in a literal sense because they lost.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
just ineffectual, and I don't understand how that happened. Democrats play too fucking nice. They play too fucking nice. The Republicans, they go after blood. They don't care if what they say is true. They don't care if what they say is real. They will do whatever it takes to get whatever they want. And Democrats won't. And I don't understand that. And I'm not saying lie and cheat, but at least fucking fight. Come on. Fight, people.
We'll see. Okay. I am not. Okay, here's the thing. So, I don't know if they would want to fill that seat before the election. They might, I think, try to stuff it in there in the lame duck. But, this plays into Trump's electability in a huge way. So I don't think they're going to fill it before the election. That would be foolish.
Twofold. If the polls start to show that Biden has a huge lead, I think that they would push it to get it in before Trump gets slaughtered. But if it's tight, I think they won't. I think that they'll put forth a nominee, but they won't actually push it until after the election, but they'll push it as a selling point to elect Trump. That's the way.
For sure. And another problem that arises from this. Now, let me give you. All right, I'm gonna write some fan fiction. All right, this is my fan fiction. You ready? Okay. So the election will happen. Okay. This is brace for impact. Get your thinking cap on here. The election will happen and it will be very close and it will be a tie, right? In like popular vote tallies and stuff where Biden will win, but the electoral college will be up for dispute. You're going to have states like Nevada. You're going to have states like Florida, Michigan, Wisconsin, Ohio, etc. that they're going to try to like say or don't count or that will need to go to the courts for verification.
Okay.
It's going to go up the line and then the Supreme Court right now, right? They're going to pick Donald Trump just like with 2000. That's my guess. That's my fan fiction.
You're making me feel the need to be as wasted as I was last week.
Yeah, no, let's get the booze. Let's go. Let's go. What is that?
Chardonnay.
What's the alcohol percentage on Chardonnay?
I don't know.
Okay. If you don't know, it's probably not enough.
No, I mean wine is more than beer, so and you know.
Okay.
Put it this way: most people can't chug wine, but they can chug beer, and wine tends to fuck you up faster.
I just drank vodka. We've had this conversation, I believe. I actually drank last night, right? But when I drink, I get drunk. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
Well, I'm a professional, so it takes a while.
Right? That's true. But yeah, this is I don't know. Like, that's the thing. It's like I don't know.
I know I seem disjointed right now, and I'm sorry. This is throwing me.
It's bizarre. Yeah, this is fucked up. This is so bizarre. We definitely as a society, right? Like the amount of things that can happen, right? With this unfilled seat, like the court as it is. Oh, I'm just like, oh, there's so much shit that can happen. Oh.
No, I know, and I mean, I was already trying to leave the country. Now I'm just like, please, something open up, something, anything.
This is gonna be again. This is gonna be. I don't know, but we're.
Has Commandant Orange said anything? You know what? I don't think he will.
I've got his page open, so I will know immediately. I've got it open.
But I honestly don't think he'll say something right away. I mean, that's not his style. He could give two shits about anybody on the left, and he only ever says anything when he's pushed because he didn't say anything. And then whatever he says is usually stupid as fuck. So I do not anticipate him saying anything tonight at all.
Fucking Wikipedia is already updated, by the way. Who are these nerds? Who are these fucking nerds? It's like, she's dead. Let's go update Wikipedia.
You mean, I'm so sorry. Like, we wouldn't be doing that if we, never mind. I'm sorry. I apologize, guys. This really threw me. So, yeah.
Yeah, we weren't anticipating on talking about this tonight, obviously, right? Like last week, we're like, all right, next week we're gonna talk about what if RBG dies. No,
we could have. I mean, we've had weird.
No, we did though, just so we get the credit.
Yes.
So that we seem like we're cool.
Absolutely. Yes.
Sorry.
We do. But because today we were going to talk about the precursor to cancel culture. At least that was the plan.
And we'll do that just a little later.
Yeah.
Speaking of cancel culture, RBG got canceled.
Yes. From the planet. And that's sad. Who is this?
There's a few dullards in the chat. Do you want to acknowledge the dullards?
Yeah.
All right, which dullard?
Mike E.
Pick your dullard. All right, we got a dullard in the chat room. God, that is such a cringy profile picture.
Right?
That is cringier than the comment itself.
Okay, maybe I'm a better person than you, Mike. But even if Trump died today, that wouldn't be my.
That would be my. I'm sorry. No,
That would not be my response in my head.
No, that would be my response on Twitter immediately.
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be a grown up.
I'm not. I'm not trying to be a grown up.
Well, you're younger than me. You don't have to be yet. I'm trying to evolve.
I'm not.
And although I would not shed a tear if Trump died today, I don't wish death on anyone.
I do.
And I would know he's in hell if there was a hell, but I don't even believe in hell, so there's that. I wouldn't type that. I just wouldn't. I might say it to somebody, but I wouldn't.
No, I'll type it. I'll type it. Don't worry. No, our credibility. No, I'm sorry. I won't let you bring us out of the dumpster at all. No.
Okay.
You're trying to climb out of the dumpster. I'm pulling you back in.
I'm just sitting on the rim going, it stinks in there. And I've been there. I'm trying. I've climbed out.
Well,
I don't want to go back.
No, I pulled you back in. You're stuck.
No, I refuse. I refuse. I will sit and watch you in the dumpster, but I'm not going. Sorry.
Are you saying the dumpster is canceled?
No. The dumpster is there, and you are more than welcome to get in it. I showered. I don't need that stench on me anymore. So I can't. I won't. I know that sounds crazy. I think he's a monster. I absolutely think he's a monster.
We're still talking about Trump?
Yeah. But I wouldn't I would not type that.
I would. Anyway.
You know what? Once about a year into the presidency, I will talk about the shit that he does. I don't make fun of him anymore either. I think he has dementia. So,
and you have a personal experience with dementia, so you can maybe tell us.
He's got word aphasia. He can't think of the big words, the most words, the greatest words. That's his because he can't find the words in his head.
The only word he knows is tremendous.
Yes, and he repeats it repeatedly. But just listening to him talk is classic early onset dementia to me. And once I started hearing that in his speech, I stopped making fun of him. That doesn't mean that I don't think he's a monster. I just think he's a monster that's ill, and I don't make fun of people who are sick.
I do. If they're the president, I'm sorry. I do. That's the problem, is right? You've got Trump supporters who say Biden's got dementia, which is probably true.
I think Biden also is.
There is a poll done, and a majority of voters think both of them are mentally unfit.
I do. I think so. If you listen when they lose their trains of thought, like you lose your train of thought sometimes, I lose my train of thought sometimes, but there's a difference when you're just searching for an idea as opposed to what you hear with the two of them, and sometimes with both of them, when they can't figure out. I was going to say, when they can't figure out what they're wanting to say, they just make shit up. They both do it.
My favorite Biden screw up, and there's a lot to choose from. There are so many, but when he was in South Carolina and he's like, "My name's Joe Biden. I'm running for United States Senate. Please look me over. If you don't like me, vote for the other Biden." I love that. Vote for the other Biden. That was so good. And then I'm running for the United States Senate. That was also. There was just so much.
See, but I can't. I want to laugh, but I can't.
I saw you grin. I
did grin, and I grin when these things happen. But I also used to work with people with disabilities, so I have to try to not do that. It's because it's not okay. It's not. It's
No,
not
I agree
okay
with
to make
you.
fun of people who are mentally diminished. It's just
I
wrong.
agree with you, but I think my reaction is more so in the holy fuck, this country is a disaster. So what else is there to do but laugh at it? Like RBG just died. My first reaction was to laugh at it because we're fucked,
Yeah.
right?
Okay. I need to call out somebody else. Why the fuck is somebody talking about my earrings? Really? My earrings? No, I did not make them. I bought them. They were $2.
Oh, you bought them.
Yes,
Wow, you're a capitalist.
I
Canceled.
so am.
Canceled.
I'm canceled. I'm canceled because I paid to get my hair done. I'm canceled because I bought my earrings. How else should I be canceled? I have health care.
I'm back. Did I ruin it?
No,
Okay.
no. I'm trying to think of how should I be canceled?
Oh, you made money somehow,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then you spent that money
Mm-hmm.
on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you're canceled. Those are the rules. I don't make them.
Oh, is there a list of these rules somewhere? Because I just got canceled earlier today.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I got canceled from a Black coalition group on Facebook because apparently I didn't thank the admin for posts, but I did complain twice in the 6 months I've been on the page.
You
With the
complained
exact
about the
same
page?
complaint. Huh?
Well, like about the page? What was the complaint about?
It was today's post was something about single women and how being a single woman is dragging down the Black community, and we're trying to be men, and we're trying to do everything that men do and not need men. And my
Right.
response was, stop posting this misogynistic shit. That's all I said. And I didn't say it to anyone. I just blanket statement. And he went off on me for 2 hours.
What?
Like we were fighting online for 2 hours
Why?
because I apparently didn't. I need to learn that. What did he say? I need to learn that I'll catch more flies with honey than with vinegar.
Right.
And other people disagreed with him, and I'm the only person he came after because he said that I said that directly to him. I didn't link him to it. I just posted that. And he said that I had done it on one other post. This is what he told me. And I have never thanked him for the other posts on the page.
So, like, okay, is this like you're like the captain of a group and you post, right? And everyone in the group is supposed to be like, thank you. Thank you.
Apparently,
Brilliant post. Thank you.
apparently, because I said, so you're upset with me because I haven't thanked you, even though after I went back and looked through the page, I'm like, I barely see any of these posts. So I couldn't tell you how often I've posted to you or not. And he kept saying, well, you've done it twice. Okay, so I've been on the page for 6 months.
The idea that like they psychopathically remembered the last time you like generated ire, right? It's like what?
And the only thing I can think of is because my last name is memorable, so it stuck out with him. I honestly don't know. And I kept telling him, I'm not talking directly to you. I'm talking about the post in general. But he kept insisting that it was personal. I was like, you took it personal. You made it personal. It wasn't me. But he kicked me out of the group for it.
So you got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah. And I do get canceled a lot, but I get canceled a lot for calling people cunts. Can I say that?
No! Canceled. Canceled. Holy fuck, you got canceled twice in one day?
I did.
I'm gonna have to remove you from the stream. This is now a solo. I'm just kidding.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna throw out a controversial something. I'm gonna throw out an opinion on something that I know is probably gonna get me canceled. So we were supposed to be talking about not just cancel culture, but the precursor to cancel culture for me, which is constantly being told that I'm not the right kind of Black person.
Uh-oh.
And what I mean by that is I don't do supposedly things like a Black person, which doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Right?
I can't pass except for over the phone.
You
Looking
can't
at me,
pass? What does that mean?
I can't pass for white.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm constantly being told that I think I'm white, I talk white, I want to be white. No, I don't. But I get told shit like that all the time. And that's one of the reasons why I was in that Black group is we've talked about this before. This is my third marriage, my first Black husband. I don't know a whole lot about my culture because I wasn't raised in it.
So you canceled 2 husbands? Is that no? I'm sorry.
Actually, I canceled the first one, the second one canceled me.
Oh, okay. So evens out. They cancel each other out.
Yeah, there you go. But I'm constantly being told that I'm not the right kind of Black person, which I'm just me. I'm just me. I grew up where I grew up. I was raised the way I was raised. I don't know how to be anything but this. But I get canceled often in Black groups because I don't do Black right. I mean, do you have, and I've heard this too in the LGBT community where, if you're not a certain type of, if you don't represent in a certain way, then you're doing it wrong. Do you get any of that?
Yeah. So there's a lot of like stereotypes that go around, and they could be useful in some ways, but oftentimes they constrain people, right? Like they can be useful for helping you.
Uh-oh. That you always freeze on the most amazing faces, Andrea.
Hello?
You always freeze.
I always
on the most amazing faces.
Did I? Oh God, what did I freeze on? Oh no!
I love it.
I'm gonna please. I feel embarrassed now. Okay, the
I think
show's canceled. Show's can't. No, I'm just kidding. What was I saying? Right. Stereotypes can be good. Like they can be okay for helping you figure yourself out.
Right.
They can be useful for all kinds of stuff. But in a lot of ways, what they do is they just end up boxing you in. Like there's that kind of like mentality where, oh, this resonates with me in some way, so I need to like do everything else that is associated with that. So for like gay people, it would be like, well, I guess I need to be, I don't know, fashionably, whatever. Like, I don't know. But I'm not gay, I'm pansexual. But that's just one of those things where it's like being gay was like turned into like, like preppy, like
remember when we talked about my best friend guy who was gay?
Yes.
Gay guy. The man could not dance. The man could not dress.
Canceled.
And in certain circles, I mean, they made fun of him. But in today's society, he'd just be canceled because he's not gay right. And Chris, can you put up Chris's comment?
The most recent one?
Uh-huh.
This one?
Yes. I actually agree with that. I totally agree with that.
Here's the question, though. Do you agree from the right or from the left?
I agree from the independent.
So from the left.
Yeah, I mean, I lean left, But I voted Democrat, or I voted Republican before. Absolutely
Canceled. Canceled. In your defense, there was not that much of a difference in like the 90s.
No,
And
okay. I'm going to give you something that you can cancel me with. Are you ready? You
don't
might
say
want
you
to
voted for Reagan. Don't do it. Okay.
W. The first time.
All right. All right. Canceled. Canceled. This is now a solo show. Everybody, I have no, I'm just kidding.
And here's my reasoning. It's a dumb reason. I'll admit it. I was living in Texas at the time. He was coming off of being governor. My life was good. So I said, all right, I'll give him a shot.
At least you didn't do it in Florida. At least you didn't go back there yet.
No.
Then
But I'm in Florida now.
Yeah, so thankfully you didn't vote for W in Florida. Then you would be canceled. Then it's over. Then,
As a
like,
matter of fact,
I would never speak to you again.
As a matter of fact, I did a gig in Florida right after that election. That was fun.
Oh, geez.
But I agree with Chris, and the reason why I wanted Chris's to come up is because that beef between Candace Owens and Cardi B.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing. I don't understand why they're arguing with each other. They are two sides of the same coin. They are both prostituting themselves for the man, just in different ways, in different avenues. But they're both doing the exact same shit.
Candace Owens, for context, famously saying, Hitler, not that bad of a guy. But when he started invading other countries, that was the problem.
Okay, but see, she's doing what you do, and you know it. She's playing a game.
Oh, she's definitely playing a game.
She knows she's playing a game.
The only difference is she's getting paid, and I'm not.
That's my point. And that's my point. I am not mad at Candace Owens for what she's doing. I'm not. I'm mad at the people who are dumb enough to believe her. Because if you think about it, in this country at least, there is not a whole lot of ways for a Black person in this country to make bank.
One of the easiest grifts is to become a Republican.
Exactly.
Like, legit.
Exactly.
Like so as Chris was pointing out, like, and you know, Chris is a Republican Trump supporter, kind of a dullard, but like, you know, their whole thing is like, oh, Black Republicans are frowned upon. God dang. It's like, yeah, probably because if you vote against your own people, you're probably a piece of garbage. Mm-hmm. Like if a trans person decides, you know what, all of a sudden I'm the only trans person that matters. People that don't pass as well as I do, they don't count. Like that's just stupid. It's cringy. It's dumb. And it's evil. And that's the kind of thing that Black Republicans do. But because there's such like an absence of Black Republicans, Black trans people, Black gay people, it's really easy for them to just grift a bunch of money, especially close to elections, which is when you see a lot of them start to come out of the woodwork. Like during like, you know, like Candace maybe a couple months out and stuff.
But think about this. Candace Owens, what is the difference between what Candace Owens is doing and what Cardi B is doing? What's the fucking difference?
Well, one of them isn't simping for Republicans, but you know.
No, she's simping. She's simping for men who will throw money at her, which are probably some of the same men that are throwing money at Candace Owens. They're both prostituting themselves. I mean, Cardi B, we talked about this a little bit, but Cardi B, with her WAP video, said that she would never let her daughter watch it. Why would you produce something that you wouldn't let your child see? For money.
Well, I can think of a lot of reasons, personally. For fun, for expressing myself.
I'm talking business-wise.
To get paid.
To get paid. That is the point. To get paid. Candace Owens cannot do what Cardi B does. Cardi B wants to do what Candace Owens does, but for the left, and she's talking about going to school for it. And you know what? More power to her. And I agree, and I'm probably going to get canceled for this, but I agree with Candace Owens when she talks about how Cardi B speaks.
Go
It
on.
makes me crazy.
How does
If
she
you're
speak?
going to be someone who's going to talk about things, then sound intelligent. I'm not saying she's not intelligent, but all that, all that bullshit, stop that. Stop it.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know enough about what you're talking about to comment. So does she like how does she speak exactly?
She speaks the way she raps.
Okay.
Seriously, we can wait. Pull up a video of her freaking talking to the video of her talking to Bernie Sanders. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't watch it. Listening to her speak makes me crazy. Candace Owens has a point about that. She comes off as unintelligent. I'm not saying that she is, but she comes across that way. So if she wants to be taken seriously, if in politics, she can't be dressed like a stripper, talking like a stripper.
Okay, well, I just want to say, let her dress like a stripper. I think that's good. But
she can't talk like a street thug.
I feel like I'm my skin color does not let me have a dog in this fight. But
that's right. Shut up, white girl.
Hello?
I also have a problem with the fact that she walks around talking like she's black. She's not black. She's Latino.
Oh shit!
But she throws the N-word around. I can't even say the N-word because I sound way too Karen when I say it because there's a hard ER.
Yeah.
I know you can't speak to that either. It's okay that you can't speak to this. I'm just saying, get that money however you can. I also have a problem with Steve Harvey and his shucking and jiving. Holy fucking shit. New Year's Eve, both me and my husband, I love him with everything that I have, but he sometimes N-words me out because I don't say it.
What is that?
He says the N-word like constantly.
Okay.
And I don't say it. Like, I didn't grow up in an era where it was said in my home. None of my family said it. It wasn't done. So when my husband does it, literally, I have to go, okay, 20-second timeout. Dude.
I'm so sorry. Can I bring this up?
Yes.
Cardi B should not be in the realm of politics. Let her make music and dance like a strip all day. People like, you are a Trump supporter, you fucking dullard. You are a Trump supporter. Like, what? She needs to dress up and be nice. And like, you're simping for Donald fucking Trump.
No, I have a better argument. Cardi B is an American fucking citizen, Chris. So as such, she can do whatever the fuck she wants.
I can't imagine saying something that fucking dumb while simping every single day. Like, I hope Trump sees your post, Stretch, also known as Chris. I hope Trump sees your post because otherwise it's fucking embarrassing. Like, imagine every day, wake up, I'm gonna go defend President Trump on the internet today. Like, that's your daily fucking routine. So, oh man, it's 3 p.m. and I got a little bit of a hangover. I wonder what President Trump's saying today. It's like, dude, you need to chill the fuck out.
Well,
like, literally,
again, she's getting ready to go to school to learn more about politics, Chris. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm going to drink a 12-pack of Bud Light.
So, my rant, again, I do not have a problem with her having opinions. I don't have a problem with her expressing those opinions. I do have a problem in the way that she's in her manner of speaking. That's me personally. I'm impressed that she realizes that she needs schooling so that she can talk more intelligently about politics.
Talk more intelligent. I believe the word you're looking for is speak more intelligently.
Being such an ass tonight.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
What did I do? Am I canceled already?
You're canceled, Andrea. All right. Okay. No, but and so I don't really believe in cancel culture. Like, I will cancel people myself personally. There are certain people that I will not watch any of their movies. I will not listen to their music. I will not give them any money. There are certain things that I personally won't do because of my beliefs and my morals.
Right?
But I don't think people should be canceled completely. And the reason why I don't think people should be canceled completely is because I still want to know what these people think. Like, I would much rather have a Klan member standing in front of me in a robe and I know what he thinks, as opposed to that same person out of the robe, in a suit, behind a desk, in a bank, denying me a loan.
No, for sure. And on the subject of cancel culture, I believe we live in a fluid time. So, I mean, maybe I'll cancel like George W. Bush. I'm sorry, but I mean, killing a couple million innocent civilians, I think that's a little too much. But like,
which is why I didn't vote for him the second time. I
right?
did
Yeah.
vote for him the first time because I said I would give him a chance. And again, back then,
that was not a chance worth giving. Let's
wait. Back then I wasn't paying that much attention to politics. I really wasn't. And like I said, I was living in Texas. My life was good, so I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I sat back. I watched. I paid more attention as much as I could while dealing with a dad with dementia, and realized, okay, this time I probably shouldn't vote in the same way. And I didn't. And I can admit that. And I can admit that I was wrong. I'll also admit I voted for Obama in his first term. I did it in his second.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I really okay.
I didn't vote for POTUS that year, so I didn't vote Republican.
That's fine. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about this comment.
Oh.
You are a Trump supporter, Chris! Celebrities suck at politics? They're super rich and strange and disconnected from the common man? You fucking support Donald Trump! How fucking... I'm so sorry.
Chris?
Holy fuck. Holy fuck!
Donald Trump is a celebrity.
He was born with a fucking silver spoon and a trust fund. He got hundreds of thousands of dollars every year for a gift as a tax scam. Dude, when he was like 5 years old, he had fucking millions of fucking dollars. Oh, celebrities suck at politics. I vote for... You are such a fucking moron. Holy shit. Anyway, what we were talking about.
We're done with Chris's comments because they're ridiculous.
Jesus.
He's been canceled. Chris has been canceled.
For reference, I am doing a show with Chris tomorrow at some point.
Are you really?
Yes. Like I said, I advocate to always accept debates. And Chris and I have had a few conversations now, and they're always very interesting. So we'll talk tomorrow, Chris. I haven't forgotten about you. But please stop saying stupid shit for now, because I really, we got to save it for tomorrow.
Crazy.
Save it for tomorrow. Anyway, cancel culture. So I believe we live in a fluid time. If someone does something awful, on a personal level, like they have dumb opinions, cancel them until they change their opinions. Like the whole thing about, like the whole thing about advocating for politics or a political agenda or having any opinions on anything, the idea is to change people's minds.
Right.
So if your politics is about changing people's minds, how can you simultaneously want to change people's minds and then hold their past opinions against them? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't.
Well,
now, if you are supporting...
You can bring up their past.
Sure.
If, like, okay, with Biden.
Biden's a politician. I'm just talking about on a personal level.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Like I was saying, politicians are held to a different standard.
Okay.
Like they've actively and actually have done things that have affected people, right? Like if someone, has really dumb opinions on transgender people, and they say like, oh, trans people shouldn't be around kids. Like, yeah, you're an idiot. You're dumb. but here's why you're dumb. And if they listen to why I think they're dumb and they go like, you know what, maybe I was being pretty dumb, I'm not going to say, well, you're canceled, buddy. Thank you for listening to my opinion, but you're canceled, because that does the opposite of what we're supposed to be doing here. If I'm trying to educate someone, if I'm trying to make someone realize the situations in which they are stupid, why would I hold them to a standard? Because it just makes no sense. It really makes no sense. I am ultra against cancel culture, unless it's politicians or celebrities, anyone with actual impact. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was going to say, so, but I have kind of become cancel culture in my own life, because I'm just tired. I'm tired of fucking arguing with people. I'm tired of people who should know better not. I don't have the patience for that shit anymore. So I'm the opposite of you. I don't cancel completely celebrities, politicians for their past. I will call them out on it repeatedly, like constantly, until they address
for
it.
sure.
I will do that, but I don't cancel them completely. But in my own life, you get one shot now, and we have a conversation. And if you and I can't get to where I feel that I need you to be in my life, I cancel you, because I'm fucking old and I don't have time for bullshit.
What if someone came back to you like 5 years later and was like, hey, I'm super sorry about all of that. I was in a bad place. Like, you would give them.
I can give you an example. This just happened with me and not that far off.
Okay, all right.
One of my best friends since I was 11. We were having a conversation about 3 months ago about the Black Lives Matter protests, and I was getting ready to go to a march. And she went off on me. I've known this person since I was 11 years old. She's a year older than me. And I said, Jean, stop.
So when you say she went off on you, like, can you give, like, what did they say?
She went to the trope of all the protests or rioting and looting and that bullshit.
All right.
And she knows me well enough to know that I wouldn't do that. Now, do I understand it? Oh my God, I'm having hot flash. Do I understand it? Yes.
I believe that the Antifa, BLM rioters and looters, also known as terrorists, are a person. No, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's basically kind of what she was saying. And I was like, Jean, if nothing else, I wouldn't. First of all, I have arthritis. I can't run. So I'm not going to cause any kind of issue.
Yeah, like it's so, oh my God.
It's going to make me have to run. I'm not going to do that. Okay. We also know, and I haven't really talked about this a whole lot on the show, but I have a broken shoulder from a cop from 2 years ago. It is still broken. And I can't get a lawyer to touch it, even though every lawyer that I've talked to has said I was assaulted. My rights were violated. I was wrongfully imprisoned for 78 hours. And luckily, I got a judge who, as soon as she saw the evidence, threw out the case. So when I'm talking about Black Lives Matters, I'm not even talking about the organization. I'm just saying Black lives fucking matter. My life fucking matters. And I'm
sorry, but you're not black enough, as you can tell by the. No, I'm so sorry.
But I was saying that to her, and she just, well, I just can't agree with looting and rioting. And I'm like, bitch, the reason why you have the ability to vote is because people had violent protests. This country was founded on violent protests. How are you going to come at me like that and act as if you don't know me?
They're dullards. Like, just plain and simple. These people are dullards.
I've known since I was 11 years old. I'm like, your boyfriend lived in my bedroom for 3 months. I mean, the shit that you and I have been through, and you're going to come at me like that?
I mean, this is what's problem with the Trump era.
Wait. I have to finish the story. Because when I said that, she was like, well, fine, fuck you. And she hung up the phone. And I was like, okay. So I'm then on the phone with my husband, and I can hear my phone is blowing up because someone's texting me or trying to call me. So I get off the phone and it's her. So I call her back and I'm like, what do you need? And she goes, hey, can you help me with this new unemployment stuff? Because Trump's made it. So, and I said, Jane, are you serious? After what just happened, you fucking hung up on me after saying fuck you. And now you want my help with unemployment?
How long was the...
No, this was like 10 minutes later.
Okay.
So, and she said, well, yeah, you used to work with, employment stuff. So I thought you would know. And I said, okay, you know what? I can't with you right now. I said, I'm furious with you right now. So you need to give me a chance to calm down. And she said, you know what? Fuck you. We don't ever have to talk again. And she hung up again. Yeah.
And this isn't a skit?
No. I had determined, okay, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. This isn't the first time she and I have like had issues where she's done something stupid like this. And I'm always the person who is the better person. But I said, not this time. No, I'm not calling her. No. She did call me back like 2.5 months later and apologized.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to call her anymore, but I will take her calls.
I mean, it's a gradual process, right?
For me, yes, absolutely. But I was perfectly willing to be done. I was perfectly willing to cancel her at that point. But I'm also willing, if you're willing to get out of your fucking own ego and get your head out of your own ass, I will listen to you and possibly uncancel you. It's a case-by-case basis for me personally.
No, I agree entirely. Like, when I came out as trans, I lost all of my friends, right? Like, but in the 3 to 4 years since then, a couple of them have hit me up and said like, hey, I'm so sorry about all that. I was dumb and childish. I was thinking about you. How are you been? And I'm more than willing to have a conversation with them. I really do not hold grudges. Like, I will remember the dumb shit you said, and assuming we're cool now, I will like, if there's a context where I can bring it up, like, oh, hey, remember when you wanted to kill me for no reason? I think that's funny. Like, for me, like, I've just got that sense of humor. Right? Like, I
used to be you. I used to be you. How do you think I ended up married to a man with a rebel flag tattoo on his fucking back? I thought it was funny. He told me, he explained, he said that he realized it was wrong and that he was going to get it covered. He never treated me in a way that I felt was racially motivated. He never treated my children that way. So I wasn't about to cancel him because he had that on his back. And as a comic, I thought it was funny. I would tell people, and people would be, which I found funny. I mean, just like you, I used to be into the shock value of shit. I'm not anymore. I'm too old for it. I'm too old.
You canceled shock value. You have canceled humor.
In my life.
You have canceled the wistful gleenness of youth. You have embraced...
Okay, I didn't cancel it. Age canceled that shit.
I mean, there has to come a point where you realize you're in your closet, you're looking at the shirts, and you're like, I can't wear this anymore. I'm too old. And you do that with the not necessarily clothes, but with specific reactions and how you approach.
It's okay. So I don't know how much time I've got left.
We have about 5 minutes.
No. You're such an asshole tonight.
I'm so sorry.
I love you for it, but you're an asshole tonight.
No.
Anyway, I say that with love. I'm at a point where, back in the day when I was young, when I was your age,
You were 24 years old. You were crisp. You were in your prime.
I don't know if I was crisp. At, at 24, I was married.
Oh, okay.
I got married at 23 and had been with that person since I was just before I turned 21.
Okay. So
So
you're no longer crisp.
I
You're
wasn't
starting to
crisp,
cool
but
off.
I was still full of hope. I was still full of wonder. I was still full of belief in humanity. I'm not that anymore. I'm not. And I don't know how much time I've got left. My dad passed at 68. My mom passed at 72. I'm 53. I don't know how much time I have left. And I know that what time I have left, I don't want to spend it arguing with people.
No, I get you. I get you. Like, every moment is precious.
I don't know
Every,
about
like, that's why we're going to get drunk and then, like, black out for 36 hours at a time. Because every moment.
Yeah, I don't think every moment is precious. I think that's bullshit. I just want the last. Okay, if I live another 50 years, which I doubt, I spent the first 50 years of my life, once I could talk, generally arguing with people. I don't want to do that anymore.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Holy fuck, I cannot believe she's over 50. WTF, she looks like 30.
Thank you. I just turned 53 last Friday, or last Saturday, sorry. Last Saturday.
Yeah, go watch the video we did.
I have, thank you for saying, who said that?
Skeletino 420?
Yeah, I've got two kids that are 27 and 22. So yeah, I'm old as dirt. But my husband's 37.
You're staying youthful some way or another. That's the method here.
There are some really weird comments.
Yeah, I've got a lot of people that are, I like to use the term dullards. They're just not bright. I got a people maybe around your age, but instead of being funny or interesting, they just like look up Trump Facebook memes all day and they think, oh, I'm going to go troll the training online. Oh, like that. Like, so that's kind of the demographic here.
Okay, well, see, I spent my youth dipping my toe into everything I could possibly find.
Right.
Like hanging out with every group, hanging out, like I said, I've hung in fetish groups. My ex-boyfriends were founding members of the Texas Tea Party. Yeah, I mean, I've
Canceled.
I did stand up. I've been in radio. I was a flight attendant. I mean, I've literally probably done every job once because I wanted to experience as much as I possibly could. And now I'm done. Now I just want to putter around and drink coffee and sit by the beach and
Coffee is very good.
yeah, and drink wine in front of the ocean and hang with my husband and my animals, and that's kind of it. And kind of talk every once in a while about shit that I think I have some shit to say with my age. Is it important? I don't know. That's for somebody else to decide. I've got
It
some
might be important.
it might be, it might not. I don't know. That's why, and I'm gonna shameless plug. That's why I wrote this book, my book, Forgotten Tomorrow's Crazy Todays, which is available on Amazon, and Andrea will put the link somewhere.
It's literally somewhere.
It's somewhere.
If you look hard enough, it will be there.
But I wrote the book because I thought I had something to say and somebody might find it important. But I don't. How the hell do I know? How the hell do I know if what I'm thinking is important to anyone? I don't. And that's kind of okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be important. Like, you never, like, if my thing that's why I started doing YouTube when I was 14, which is something you should not do. Any 14-year-olds listening, do not start a YouTube channel at the age of 14. That is the worst idea you could possibly have. But one of my things for getting on YouTube and continuing to be on YouTube is if I can make one positive experience for one other person, mission accomplished. Everything else is just like icing on the cake. And I feel like I've helped people out. I get people that send me messages like, "Oh, you're so nice," and I'm like, "Thank you, thank you." But I mean, like, I don't like. I'm content with having streams that get like 20 people in them. That's fine for me.
Yeah,
If 20 people
like when
are
I started
interested
doing, just like when I started doing stand up, you start because you want to do it. Yeah, you hope to make money, but you can't get good at comedy and you can't get good at streaming, in my opinion, if you don't love what you're doing. If you're not doing it specifically for yourself, you're going to be shown to be a fraud pretty quickly.
and it's just not sustainable.
Yeah.
Like
So,
there's so many people out there that like, I'm gonna do a gaming channel even though I don't like gaming, and they'll do like one video game that maybe they've already liked, and then they just never do it again.
yeah, you can't do that. And again, I'm not trying to say to anyone that I'm the end all be all or like I know everything. But
Right,
at
like you
53,
know nothing. Like you're a dumbest. No,
shut up. At 53, I think I know a little. So I think my opinions are somewhat relevant. And I think as a Black woman, having a different upbringing than the quote unquote norm or the stereotypical, is that, I don't know which word, I don't know what word to use because I don't want people to be pissed off at what I'm trying to say. Not that I care what people think, but you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to.
In the words of Joseph Biden, you ain't black.
Oh, yeah. That, holy shit. Oh my God. We're not going to be able to put this one on YouTube because I've said fuck like a million times.
No, you're good. It's already on YouTube. It's live streaming.
Okay. But okay, the two funniest things that I've heard in this political system, that from Biden, and when Trump said, I have done more for the African American people than any other president. I literally
with
laughed.
The possible exception of Lincoln. I love that, with the not with the exception, but with the possible exception.
I was coming in the house from bringing
in the house.
No, I was coming inside.
Paywall? Should this be? No, oh, okay.
I was coming inside from bringing my dogs in, and the TV was on when I heard that. I laughed so hard I pulled my hip out.
Oh no! I can't
walker for a whole 2 days because I laughed.
This is the thing that mainstream media won't talk about. This is the real damage that Trump is doing to America. Unbelievable.
I did. No, okay. Y2K Y2K ha, whatever.
Yes.
Can you put that comment up there, please?
Which one? The hot sauce?
Yes. So when Clinton busted out the hot sauce was pretty hilarious. That wasn't the funniest one for me with Hillary. It was that weird, cringy thing she did with Mary J. Blige. Did anybody see that? Did you see that, Andrea?
I did not. Thankfully.
It was Hillary sitting in front of Mary J. Blige, and Mary J. Blige was singing at her.
At her?
Uh-huh.
All right, okay.
And Hillary was just sitting there trying to look interesting. You've got to look it up. It's the weirdest. That was the cringiest moment of the whole Hillary campaign for me.
There's so many good ones. Just chilling at Cedar Rapids.
Yes. When she sang the song, Moon Magic, yes.
I think just chilling at Cedar Rapids is up there. That was good. Pokemon Go to the polls. That was
that.
Oh, you.
Who's was that?
Pokemon Go to the polls?
Uh-huh.
Hillary was at a campaign event a couple months before the election, the general, and she's like, "We know the kids like Pokemon Go, but we need to figure out how to make Pokemon go to the polls." and then she lost.
That's
Oh,
like the ultimate boomer moment.
and then one of my
Ever.
favorites was the Hamilton cast singing "Tim Kaine in the Membrane." Did you see that?
No.
Oh
Okay.
my!
You know what? We need to post show. Let's wrap up and post show, and we'll talk more about that because I've got one for that.
You've got what? You've got Tim Kaine in the Membrane.
Yes.
Tim Kaine in the brain. This is normally when I would turn the stream off.
No.
But
No. I want to do a post game.
okay, so everyone, for those of you that would like access to this game, this show, we will be recording this and then posting it on the Nusfawonks page. I will link their Patreon. And you can give $1 to this Patreon page. $1. And you will hear, what are we doing?
I don't know.
We don't know. And
we never know. That's why you need to pay $1 to find out.
Pay $1. Also, while you're at it, give me $1 as well. You won't get this content because I didn't have the deal, but give me $1 anyway as well. And do you have anything else to say for the main app?
For the main show, no, just tune in next week, same time, same bat channel, and I don't know what we're going to talk about next week. Just tune in.
Also, if you want to see me on my channel, I literally am live every single day. I have no life. I have nothing to do. And I am an embarrassment to humanity. So I will be here. And hopefully you won't, because there's so many better things to do. So with that being said, I am ending the broadcast.
See you in the